Hello students, today is second class in biology for class 9. Today just we have to discuss about plant cell and animal cell. After that, cell membrane, cytoplasm, cell wall, their function, etc. So just I am going to say what are the differences between plant cell and animal cell. One by one, just listen carefully. Plant cells are generally rectangular in shape, whereas animal cells are generally oval in shape. Second difference, plant cells are comparatively larger than the animal cell, whereas animal cells are comparatively smaller than the plant cell. Third difference, in plant cell, plastids are present. Chloroplast, chromoplast, leucoplast, etc. are called plastids, and these plastids are present only in plant cell, whereas in animal cells, these plastids are absent. Fourth difference: in plant cell, dictyosomes are present. What are dictyosomes? Listen. In plant cell, Golgi apparatus is present in the form of many small subunits, and these subunits are called dictyosome. Whereas in animal cell, Golgi apparatus are present. Means we can say in animal cell, Golgi apparatus is present, whereas in plant cell, at the place of Golgi apparatus, dictyosomes are present. After that, we can say in plant cell, you know lysosome. About have you heard the name of lysosome? In plant cell, lysosomes are absent, whereas in animal cell, lysosomes are present. So these are the differences between plant cell and animal cell. Now today, just we have to discuss about the cell membrane. I have said, what is cell membrane? It is a membranous structure which surrounds the cell. Cell membrane is present in both plant cell and animal cell. This cell membrane is lipoproteinous in nature, means it is made of lipid and protein. Lipid means fat. When it is seen under electron microscope, then it seems like it is made up of double membrane. It is a double membranous structure, means it is a double membranous structure, means it is made of two layers having various pores at certain places. Now we can say cell membrane is semi-permeable. What is the meaning of semi-permeable structure? Means it is, or we can say, it allows the molecules of some substances only to pass across it. Since it allows the molecules of some selected substance to pass across it, so it is called selectively permeable membrane also. In cell membrane, thickenings are absent. Now just we will see what are the functions of cell membrane. Number one, it gives a fixed shape to the cell. It gives protection to the cell. It gives mechanical support to the cell. And in animal cell, it helps in the formation of various structures like microvilli, cilia, flagella, etc. So these are the functions of cell membrane. Once again, just I am going to say about their function. Number one, it gives a fixed shape to the cell or animal cell. Number two, it gives protection to the animal cell. Number three, it gives a mechanical support to the cell. Number four, it helps in the formation of microvilli, cilia, flagella, etc. in animal cell. Or one thing we can say that it allows or it controls the entry and exit of molecules from the cell and inside the cell. So these are the differences. These are the functions of cell membrane. Now just we have to discuss about cell wall. What is cell wall? Cell wall is present in plant cell only. It is a thick, dead, outermost layer which is present in plant cell. In animal cell, cell wall is absent. Whereas cell membrane is living, elastic and thin structure. But cell wall is thick and dead structure, hard structure also. So we can say cell wall is present in plant cell only. It is absent in animal cell. but cell membrane is present in both the type of cell. Cell wall is permeable structure. What is the meaning of permeable? Means it allows the molecules of all substances to pass across it. So it is called permeable structure. Now we can say this cell wall is made of cellulose. What is cellulose? Cellulose is an example of complex carbohydrate, and this cellulose gives strength to the cell wall. Now we will see what are the functions of cell wall. Cell wall gives protection to the cell membrane. It gives protection to the cell. It gives a fixed shape to the plant cell, and we can say it prevents the plant cell from desiccation. So these are the differences. These are the functions of cell wall. Now, just I am going to say you about cytoplasm. What is cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is a translucent, viscous structure which is filled in a space present between the cell membrane and nuclear membrane. What is nuclear membrane? What is cell membrane? Just as I have said, cell membrane is the membranous structure which surrounds the cell, whereas nuclear membrane is also a membranous structure which surrounds the nucleus, and the space which is present between both is filled with a translucent viscous structure that is called cytoplasm. Cytoplasm consists of many inorganic substances like mineral, salts, water, and organic substances like carbohydrate, protein, fat. This cytoplasm is not a homogeneous matter. Means in this cytoplasm, many membrane bonded structures are present, which are called cell organelle. But you should know these membrane bonded cell structures, means cell organelles, are present in the cytoplasm of eukaryotic cell only. In prokaryotic cell, these are absent. Now, just we have to see about ribosome. Just I have discussed about cell membrane, cell wall, cytoplasm. Now, just I am going to say about ribosome. You should know, and I have said also, that in eukaryotic cell, membrane bonded cell organelles are present, and these membrane bonded cell organelles are absent in the prokaryotic cell. But you should know, ribosome is a type of cell organelle which is present in both the type of cell, in prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell both. But what is the difference? Why in prokaryotic cell it is present? Where you should know, ribosome is a membranous structure. What is the meaning of amembranous? Means the cell organelle which is not surrounded by any membranous structure. So it is called amembranous structure. Since ribosome is a membranous structure, so it is present in both prokaryotic cell and eukaryotic cell also. Now, you should know, ribosomes are present in the cytoplasm of the cell, and besides cytoplasm, it is present on the surface of the rough endoplasmic reticulum, which is also known as RER, rough endoplasmic reticulum. And you should know, due to the presence of rough ribosome on the surface of rough endoplasmic reticulum, it appears like a rough surface. So it is called rough endoplasmic reticulum. So we are seeing here, ribosome is present in the cytoplasm of the cell. It is present on the surface of the rough endoplasmic reticulum, and besides them, it is also present in the matrix of the mitochondria. Ribosome is of two types, in which one is called 70S and second is called 80S type of ribosome. 70S type of ribosome are present in the cytoplasm of the prokaryotic cell, whereas 80S type of ribosomes are present in the cytoplasm of eukaryotic cell. Now, just we will see, sometimes ribosomes are present in the form of groups or series, and at that time it is called polysome or polyribosome. Now just we will see how does or what is the structure of ribosome. or component of ribosome, we can say. Ribosome is made of protein and RNA. What is the full form of RNA? Ribonucleic acid. So since ribosome is made of protein and RNA, so we can say it is a ribonucleoprotein structure. Means it is made up of ribonucleic acid and protein. In ribosome, 50% RNA and 50% protein are present. Now, just I have said, ribosome is also known as protein factory of the cell. Why? Because ribosome helps in the synthesis of protein. So it is called protein factory of the cell. So just we have discussed here about cell membrane, cell wall, cytoplasm and ribosome. Now, just we will see about plastids. What are plastids? Where they are found? Listen, plastids are a special type of structure which is present only in plant cell, but it is not a correct statement. Sometimes plastids are present in animal cell also. For example, have you heard the name of Euglena? Euglena is known as plant animal. What is the meaning of plant animal? Means it bears the characteristics of both plant and animal. How? Listen. Like animal, it can move, and like plant, they have plastids, so they can make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. So since it bears the characteristics of both plant and animal, so it is called plant animal. So here we are saying that plastids are also present in animal, but generally it is present in plant cell only. Plastids are of three types, in which one is called leucoplast, second is called chloroplast, and third is called chromoplast. Leucoplast is colorless. It is present in the cells of root, and it stores food in the form of carbohydrate, protein and fat. When they store food, then they become swelled, fleshy. Now we will see about chromoplast. Chromoplast is also a type of plastid which is present in the colored part of the plant. Means we can say it gives color to the fruits and seeds except green. Since it gives color to the fruit, seeds and flowers, so we can say it makes the flower beautiful and attractive. As a result, it helps in pollination, because due to its beauty and attraction, birds and insects get attracted towards the flower, and in this way it helps in the process of pollination. Third is chloroplast. Chloroplast is a green colored plastid which gives green color to the greenish part of the plant, and it helps in the process of photosynthesis. But what is the structure of chloroplast? Just we will see in our next class. For today it is enough. Thank you.